Good morning, welcome to CATEX-TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. This is a live broadcast from Princeton, New Jersey. Today is Tuesday, December 8th, 2009. It's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. It's 4:30 p.m. in London. In Mexico City, it's 10:30 a.m. If you need to reach us during the broadcast, you can phone in toll-free at 1-866-67-CATEX. Overseas, our AOL instant mail address is CATEX-TV. We have two quick breaking stories. As you probably know, Fitch Rating Service has cut the debt rating, the sovereign debt rating of the nation of Greece, down to BBB plus from A minus with a negative outlook. This is the first time in 10 years a major ratings agency has put Greece below an A grade. The cut followed a Standard & Poor's report yesterday that Greek banks faced the highest risks in Western Europe. The euro is down sharply now against the dollar as a result. Also, there's other breaking news coming from Travelers Insurance Company up in Hartford. They apparently have a $250 million cat bond in the market. It's a three-year U.S. wind cat bond. It's being called Long Point Re 2. Long Point Re supposedly has two tranches, a $100 million Class A and a $150 million Class B. The A notes provide 3 years of cover and the B notes provide 4 years. The risk is U.S. wind, but rather than the traditional targets of Florida and the Gulf Coast, the cover is against hurricane losses in Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Vermont. It's in the market now, so we don't have any indication yet as to what the pricing is. But it's going to be interesting to watch that because that's the type of low-frequency risk that cat bonds are actually best designed for. Now to our main news. Of course, most of it's coming from Copenhagen. The UN-sponsored climate conference is ongoing there, and a report released yesterday says that the Earth is suffering its hottest decade on record, warning that 2009 was also the fifth warmest year since records began. The World Meteorological Organization report given to the delegates in Copenhagen yesterday will add mounting pressure on political leaders to accept changes needed to slow global warming. Secretary General of the World Meteorological Organization, Michel Giraud, said that the decade to 2009 is very likely to be the warmest on record, warmer than the 1990s, which were in turn warmer than the 1980s. He said that 2009 probably will end up ranking as the fifth warmest year on record since records were begun in 1850. According to NASA, the U.S. Space Agency, the other warmest years since 1850 have been 2005, 1998, 2007, and 2006. The Copenhagen talks are being held under the banner of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Yesterday, the U.S. government boosted the talks by saying it would begin to regulate carbon dioxide as a dangerous pollutant. The move means that the President Obama, will be able to sidestep Congress to order cuts in emissions. We have spoken in the past about the Dubai debt problem. Well, they have another problem, which is going to be aggravated by global warming. Dubai's world's problems are not limited to its $26 billion debt, but after a surveying expert looked at the Palm Jumeirah, the landmark development, they say that it may be sinking into the Persian Gulf. The island pictured here was dredged from the Gulf seabed and is supposedly sinking by an average of 5 millimeters a year. A European ground survey company called Fugro, F-U-G-R-O, N-P-A Limited, conducted the survey. They said, quote, "We're seeing across the island at a number of locations that the ground is moving downwards. In future, sea levels are predicted to rise, and if this goes on, then it could pose a flood risk." Now, Kiel, which is the development agency, said that they denied that Palm Jumeirah was sinking, and they questioned the accuracy of Fugro's research. They said speculative reports suggesting Palm Jumeirah is sinking are wholly inaccurate. Dredged from the seabed of the Persian Gulf at a cost that rose to more than $12 billion, the vast Palm Island project helped catapult Dubai into the ranks of the world's most desirable locations. Dubai World, not Keel's parent, is seeking a deal with banks on its debt amid fears that the real estate unit will default on about $3.5 billion of bonds due next month. NPA Satellite Mapping Company, which is owned by Fugro, carried out a speculative study, in other words, they weren't commissioned, on the Palm Jumeirah between 2003 and 2008. Fugro is now meeting a number of engineering companies in Dubai next week to discuss the study. The company hopes to sell its data for around $80,000, but has not bothered to conduct the developer, not Keel, about the research. According to Fugro, the rate at which Palm Jumeirah is sinking is substantial. Some of the points on the island could be moving by a centimeter a year. The key here is that the sea is rising and the ground is moving down. Never a good combination. In London, Lloyd's chief executive Richard Ward has emailed his managing agent counterparts asking them to replicate the commitment to the Lloyd's exchange shown by the big three brokers. Ward said that his purpose of the email sent yesterday was to update the market on modernization plans and, quote, to seek your continued support in what I know is a shared desire to ensure that Lloyd's remains competitive and attractive. The central component of Ward's plea was the exchange. At present, more than 40 organizations are connected to it, with Lloyd's on target for 80% of managing agents by capacity, that's probably 3 companies, and over 60% of the top 30 brokers by premium, that's surely 3 companies, to be connected by April 2010. Aon, Marsh & Willis agreed last month to pilot the exchange for endorsements using the latest agreed version of the Accord standard. However, Ward said that to realize its significant operational and strategic benefits, a commitment similar is needed from all Lloyd's Market Association and International Underwriting Association members. If you are not yet connected to the exchange, then please do so, he urged. This is simply all that the exchange asks to do. We wish to standardize the way we exchange information. I am confident that with your support, we will give it the best chance of success. Good luck, Mr. Ward. In some broker news, Aon announced that it has plans to acquire Jericho, New York-based Allied North America. Financial terms have not been disclosed. Aon describes Allied as a major independent surety and construction insurance brokerage firm. It has 14 U.S. offices and over 400 employees. Aon says that Allied reported gross revenue of $85 million in 2008. Aon said the acquisition would result in a broader presence in strategic construction markets, as Aon Construction Services Group would now be available in every region of the U.S. William Marino, current chairman of Allied, will assume the role of president of Aon's global construction business and vice chairman of Aon Construction Services Group. Finally, Bermuda-based reinsurer Partner Re yesterday announced its successful cross-listing on the New York Stock Exchange Euronext Paris. How did this happen? Well, they completed the deal to purchase Paris Re. The move will provide investors with a euro-denominated European-listed trading platform for Partner Re, in addition to its listing on the New York Stock Exchange, where Partner Re shares will continue to be traded in U.S. dollars. Earlier this year, Partner announced it was acquiring Swiss-based multi-line reinsurer Paris Re in a $2 billion stock-for-stock transaction. This places Partner Re as a top 5 global reinsurer. Patrick Thiel, Partner Re CEO, said the deal was finally closed yesterday. U.S. stock market's down about 76 points. No one here is paying attention to that. It's Tiger Woods mania. Last night, apparently, his mother-in-law at 2 a.m. was carried unresponsive and unconscious from his house in Orlando to the Florida. According to the tabloid website, she's on life support system in the hospital. His wife? She moved out 2 days ago. The number of women claiming to have had affairs with him now? 12. We'll go to a word from our sponsors.
Every day, the world wakes up and goes to work, pursuing the unique opportunities that lead the global economy forward. The complexity and close connectivity of today's global marketplace is a true modern miracle that can create unparalleled success. But it takes confidence, passion, innovation, and understanding.
Enabling